2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. We're back in the Bayou, TPC, Louisiana. Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. And Rich, take us through the first.
It's a gentle opening hole, 399, par 4. Real massive danger is hitting it down the left-hand side, a long fairway bunker that stretches down for most of the fairway. However, there is one more danger spot, and that's a kind of obvious one. It's the tree in the center of the fairway. Don't hit it. If you hit it, that's a bad shot. It's a fun opening hole, really small pot bunkers dotting the green up there. I have to say, it's fun, it's quirky, but it can bite you if you're not careful.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? TPC Louisiana is a very interesting golf course made on some pretty flat land, Rich.
Absolutely, and this hole shows you exactly what to expect. Second shot to a very tiny green. Tiny greens dotting this entire layout. Hit one close here, and you can expect to make a birdie.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. 4 feet to the cup. Oh, what a way to build momentum early.
And always a good feeling to have early in the round.
Gee, Rich, that's a positive start, isn't it?
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
You've arrived at a par 5. That should find the cut stuff. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Well, I'm down on the third hole as Matt Kuchar sets up his next shot.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. They've holed it. That'll be for birdie. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Let's get back to it, shall we? The second hole at TPC Louisiana sets up the first of numerous birdie opportunities.
Third shot into this par 5 to a green that sits above the player, but watch out, missing either right or long, you're in terrible shape. Accuracy with your third is a must.
Going with a 3-wood here. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big boy muscles to get it home at 2 there.
Putting for eagle here. Oh, so close. Lining up the birdie putt here. This one's looking good. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
He's already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Get excited. This could go in. And that will drop in for birdie. Currently at -3 for the round.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Not a bad line, this one. And this effort by Justin Thomas. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Oh, what a ripper from long range. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. Coming off a string of 3 birdies. Well, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Well, good shot that, right inside the range.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. I don't mind the look of this. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader.
The lead continues to grow. This is simply amazing.
It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Well, this is a long way from downtown, but you're closer. John, what's he got in front of him?
Well, this is looking from my vantage point at least about 22 feet from the hole.
And he holds it. What a putt.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Still in the lead now after that hole. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. That should find the fairway.
The excitement, it's starting, you can hear it.
And now we head to the 7th, where this happened just a moment ago. Matt Kuchar with a fantastic shot.
I gotta say, from that spot, that's exactly what they were trying to do.
After initially struggling coming onto tour after a prodigious amateur career, Matt Kuchar's found his real niche, hasn't he? He knows what to do with his golf swing and gets the most out of it.
You know, he's been so impressive. Once he got back on tour after the struggles early in his career, he's a changed man, changed golf swing, changed attitude, and all of a sudden, he's just printing money. It's been a lot of fun to watch. Hasn't gotten all the victories that I think that he might have deserved or earned with some late play, most notably Jordan Spieth snatching the Open Championship title away from him a few years back. But time and time again, he's so resilient. Back in the winner's circle once again in 2019, he's just a unique player that figures out a way to get it done week in and week out, no matter the venue.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Well, you're a ball striker, there's no doubt about that.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
This one's for birdie. Ooh, nice line. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And that will move him to 6 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. And here we are with the third shot. This putt to get to 7 under the card. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. This one started out on a good line. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Leading by a couple after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole. The tee is yours.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau. Getting ready to play their third. eagle.
Nice little pitch shot, wonderful touch, gets it to go. Mark me down for a 3, thank you.
Sitting at -6. Currently in top spot. And choosing the 8-iron here. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Just didn't drop. Just 3 feet to the cup. That's well holed. He sits in first position. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? This putt is about 15 feet to the hole. Oh, just missed. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And that putt will drop. Well done. Time to resume the play at the 10th hole. And here we are with their 4th. That's incredible. Are you kidding me?
Wow, what can you say? Holing it out from the fairway. Every player loves that feeling. What a shot indeed.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, keep your hands to yourself. But yes, this player is definitely dialed in at the moment.
Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Come on, sit. That's tidy. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Good looking putt. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today, and that will take him to 7 under. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Well, this should find the short grass. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Well struck. This putt is about 17 feet long.
This one's looking good.
That's a great putt and an eagle as well.
John, give us a small update.
Down here on the 12th hole as Cooch gets ready for his next one.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
for a par. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Well, they should be high on confidence stepping onto the tee now after that eagle at the last. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. From around 170 yards here. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one might need to set. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ooh, right by the hole. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Yeah, you'll take that. Let's take a look at Justin Thomas from earlier.
This is his third.
They're the kind of shots that you remember after a day's work on the links. So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 13th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Around 110 yards to go. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Nicely done. putting for birdie. And another one goes, and with it, an increase of his lead. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Par threes are always fun. See if he could knock it close. Going with the 5-wood. Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Well, this will be a bonus, right on 17 feet from here. It's tracking. That was a gallant attempt. And with that, you can go and put a par on the card. So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. Well, there's action aplenty all over the course. Let's have a look at this highlight from another player. Matt Kuchar with a fantastic shot. Well, that was an absolute beauty, Rich. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. You've arrived at a par 4. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Opting for the 5-wood. That's a great shot here at the 15th and sets up a look for birdie. This one has eyes for the hole. Fair effort that. Good birdie.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
3 holes remaining, Luke. this is getting awfully fun.
Well, as we approach the final holes here at TPC Louisiana, the short par 4 16, Rich, it's a good one, but also a challenging one.
Only the brave will take driver out on this short hole. Long irons, hybrids, fairway woods down the left-hand side is just fine.
Looks like they put a good pass on that one. And this effort by Justin Thomas. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
This player's dialed in. What a shot. Oh, what a shot. And mark him down for a birdie.
Nasty lie out of the rough, but look at this in the hole. Can you believe it?
Second shot here on the 16th. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
If you want to win at TPC Louisiana, you've got to hit a couple of very important shots late. The tee shot here at 17, Rich, is one of them.
A tee shot that no player likes to face. Water all the way down the left-hand side. The bailout zone out to the right falls away from the green. No fun whatsoever.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. And should find the surface. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Get in. Yes! What a putt. Why not take another look at that effort? Currently 13 under for the day. The closing hole at TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 will be very tempting.
That's heading for the fairway. Time for the second shot on the 18th. The interesting choice of the driver here. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament. Well, pack your bags. We're all done here in New Orleans. It's time to head to Bourbon Street. But I'm dying to go with the winner of this Zurich Classic of New Orleans.
Oh, you better believe it. Some kind of golfing hat out there this week. The battle down by the bayou this week, Luke, and I gotta say, a well-earned victory. Now it's time to go strap on the beads and hit the bayou.
Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in full flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.